beautiful life
สวัสดีครับ Good afternoon and welcome to A Beautiful Life on englishonline.rmutp.ac.th. My name is อาจารย์เกษมพุทธเรืองศรี your host for the program. A Beautiful Life is a program broadcasted every Monday from 1 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. Articles and information about life lessons or good phrases from the books or websites will be presented in this program together with the latest news from ราชมงคล University of Technology พระนคร for you to enjoy. Today we start with the article from China News Asia. They said how to make your life greener in 2024. Many find it hard to change habits and often don't know where to start their sustainability journey.Here are some manageable and affordable steps, say environmental scientists from the University of Southampton. Ian Williams reported from Southampton. People all around the world traditionally use their New Year to embark on a change in lifestyle. The People's Climate Vote, a United Nations survey of public opinion on climate change highlights that citizens around the world recognize climate change as a global emergency and agree that we should do everything necessary to respond. People are gradually adopting more sustainable lifestyles, but many find it hard to change habits and often don't know where to start.their sustainability journey. So, if you are looking to make your life greener in 2024, here are some manageable and affordable changes you can make. The first one, eating. We throw away a billion tons of food each year. Food waste often generate methane and a greenhouse gas that is more potent than carbon dioxide, but there are simple changes you can make to eat more sustainability and often at less expenses too. These include eating locally and seasonally, or eating less meat and more plants, especially beans and greens. Beans require no nitrogen fertilizer, which are in part produced from natural gas thanks to their ability to convert nitrogen from the air into nutrients. Going meat-free on one day each week would be a good start. Eating processed mock meats can be a stepping stone towards a more plant-based lifestyle, although they are relatively expensive.Planning your meals in advance and making sure you eat your leftover will help you reduce unnecessary waste. And use a microwave for cooking where possible since it is more energy efficient than cooking over a stove. You don't have to do them all. Choose the ones that work best for you.The second one, traveling. We are need to travel whether to work, school, university, or to the shop. Sustainable travel is a balancing act. Choosing active travel, walking, wheeling, and cycling is the greenest option. Keeping us and our children fitter and healthier.While producing no carbon emission, try replacing 1 or 2 car journeys a week with active travel options if you can. In urban areas where you are traveling shorter distance, active transport is often faster and cheaper than car travel. It also reduces congestion, which is a significant cause of urban air pollution. For longer journey, traveling by train or bus is more environmentally friendly than by car and plane. But you often must plan ahead to get the cheapest tickets. Number 3, energy use. The energy we use at home is becoming increasingly expensive and is a significant contributor to greenhouse gas emission. Making small changes to our daily energy use can make a big difference, both to our bills and household emissions. Most of these changes are easy and convenient. Turn off lights when leaving a room. Cook food with the saucepan lid on. Turn your home thermostat down by 1 degree Celsius. Wash clothes and crockery at colder temperatures. Make shorter showers. Unplug devices such as microwave when not in use and chargers when devices are fully charged. And replace broken halogen light bulbs with more efficient LED versions. Using the data recorded by a smart meter, if you have one, to monitor your energy use can help you make these changes. Number 4, clothing. People love buying new clothes, but fast fashion has an astonishingly high environmental and social costs. The fashion industry generates over 92 million tons of waste every year, most of which is incinerated, sent to landfill or exported to developed countries. There are lots of ways to be both fashionable and sustainable. Start by organizing your wardrobe so you know what you have got before you start shopping, and that anything you buy will work with what you currently have. Don't throw away damaged items. There are loads of YouTube videos to help you repair clothes and accessories. You can even make your clothing more personal using repair methods such as sashiko stitching, making the repair a visible feature of your clothing. Buying secondhand will save your money, and the social and environmental benefits of charity retails are widely recognized. You could also swap clothing you no longer want with friends and family or at swap shops. Alternatively, you could buy late but higher quality clothing. These items are usually more durable and last longer. And the last one, number 5, waste management. We generate more than 2 billion metric tons of solid municipal waste worldwide each year. This figure is expected to increase by 70% by 2050. There are many small changes we can make to reduce the amount we put in our bins. Writing a shopping list can reduce overbuying and impulse buying. Take reusable bags with you when you shopped, and shop packaging free. There are lots of places to buy food without excess packaging, like zero waste shops, where customers are encouraged to use containers from home to fill and refill with bulk whole foods. Make sure you know what you can recycle locally and follow the advice provided. Reducing waste saves valuable resources as well as reducing pollution and your weekly spend. By making small changes to our lifestyle, we can collectively move towards a more sustainable future. Ian Williams is Professor of Applied Environment Science, and Alice Brooke is PhD candidate in Environmental Science. Both are at the University of Southampton. This commentary first appeared on the conversation, so you can read more from China News Asia. Next, your ability to multitask changes with age. It's possible to practice and improve your multitasking skills, say this Australian Catholic University professor Peter Wilson reported from Melbourne. We are all time poor, so multitasking is seen as a necessity of modern living. We answer work emails while watching television, make shopping lists in meetings, and listen to podcasts when doing the dishes. We attempt to split our attention countless times a day when juggling both mundane and important tasks. But doing two things at the same time isn't always as productive as or safe as focusing on one thing at a time. The dilemma with multitasking is that when tasks become complex or energy demanding, like driving a car while talking on the phone, our performance often drops on one or both. Here's why and how our ability to multitask changes as we age. Doing more things but less effectively. One issue with multitasking at the brain level is that two tasks performed at the same time often compare for common neural pathways, like two intersecting streams of traffic on a road. In particular, the brain's planning centers in the frontal cortex and connections to parietal cerebellar system, among others, are needed for both motor and cognitive tasks. The more tasks rely on the same sensory system like vision, the greater the interference. This is why multitasking, such as talking on the phone while driving, can be risky and takes longer to react to critical events, such as a car braking suddenly, and you have a higher risk of missing critical signals, such as a red light. The more involved the phone conversation, the higher the accident risks, even when taking hands-free. Generally, the more skilled you are on a primary motor task, the better able you are to judge another task at the same time. Skilled surgeons, for example, can multitask more effectively than residents, which is reassuring in a busy operating suite. Highly automated skills and efficient brain processes mean greater flexibility when multitasking. Adults are better at multitasking than kids. Both brain capacity and experience endow adults with a greater capacity for multitasking compared with children. You may have noticed it when you start thinking about a problem. You walk more slowly and sometimes to a standstill if deep in thoughts. The ability to walk and think at the same time gets better over childhood and adolescence, as do other types of multitasking. When children do these two things at once, their walking speed and smoothness both waned, particularly when also do a memory task like recalling a sequence of numbers, verbal fluency tasks like naming animals, or a fine motor task like buttoning up a shirt, alternately outside the lab. The cognitive tasks might fall by wayside as the motor goal takes precedence. Brain maturation has a lot to do with these age differences. A larger prefrontal cortex helps share cognitive resources between tasks, thereby reducing the costs. This means better capacity to maintain performance at or near single task levels. The white matter tract that connects our two hemispheres, the corpus callosum, also takes a long time to fully mature, placing limits on how well children can walk around and do manual tasks like texting on a phone together. For a child or adult with motor skill difficulties or development coordination disorder, multitasking error are more common. Simply standing still while solving a visual task like judging which of two lines is longer is hard. When walking, it takes much longer to complete a part if it also involves cognitive effort along the way. So you can imagine how difficult walking to school could be. What about as we approach older age? Older adults are more prone to multitasking error when walking. For example, adding another task generally means older adults walk much slower and with less fluid movement than younger adults. These age differences are even more pronounced when obstacles must be avoided or the path is winding or uneven. Older adults tend to enlist more of their prefrontal cortex when walking and especially when multitasking. This creates more interference when the same brain network are also enlisted to perform a cognitive task. These ages differences in performance of multitasking might be more compensatory than anything else, allowing older adults more time and safety when cogniting events around them. Testing multitasking capabilities can tell clinicians about an older patient's risks of future fall better than an assessment of walking alone. Even for healthy people living in the community, testing can be as simple as asking someone to walk a path while either mentally subtracting by 7, carrying a cup and saucer, or balancing a ball on a tray. Patients can then practice and improve these abilities by, for example, pedaling an exercise bike or walking on a treadmill while composing a poem, making a shopping list, or playing a word game. The goal is for patients to be able to divide their attention more efficiently across two tasks and to ignore distractions, improving speed and balance. Multitasking doesn't multitasking doesn't always save time and energy. Let's not forget that good work can help unclutter our mind and promote creative thoughts. And some research shows walking can improve our ability to search and respond to visual events in the environment. We often overlooked the emotional and energy costs of multitasking when time pressured in many areas of life, home, work, and school. We think it will save us time and energy, but the reality can be different. Multitasking can sometimes sap our resources and create stress, raising our cortisol levels, especially when we are time pressured. If such performance is sustained over long periods, it can leave you feeling fatigued or just plain empty. Deep thinking is energy demanding by itself, and so caution is sometimes warranted when acting at the same time, such as being immersed in deep thoughts while crossing a busy road, descending steep stairs, using power tools, or climbing a ladder. So pick a good time to ask someone a vexed question, perhaps not while they are cutting vegetable with a sharp knife. Sometimes it's better to focus on one thing at a time. Peter Wilson is professor of developmental psychology at Australian Catholic University. This commentary first appeared on The Conversation, so you can read more of this from Channel News Asia. We'll be right back after a short break.
Beautiful Life.
You are listening to A Beautiful Life on englishonline.rmutp.ac.th. We are back to the news. ราชมงคล University of Technology พระนคร open to every opportunity in urban society. RMUTP Open House 2024. Dr. นัทวรพล รัตน์สิริวัชรบุญ the president of ราชมงคล University of Technology พระนคร said that throughout 19 years, the university has focused on developing the workforce of the future by introducing modern technology as the basis for teaching and learning. Throughout their studies at university, students will learn through the real world of work. In addition, the university also strengthened the curriculum by creating a network of academic cooperation with many leading industries in the country, allow students to learn skills from people with real experience, to focus on producing graduates to meet the needs of the labor market. It also raised the level of education, and this year is still a big year. Through organizing ราชมงคล พระนคร Open House, open to every opportunity in urban society, RMUTP Open House opportunity unlocked between the 17th and 18th January 2024 at the พระนคร Commercial Center. The university has the idea to create educational opportunities for everyone to have greater access to the education system. Those are the university focuses on everyone being able to learn throughout their lives, all genders, all ages, all status. The first group is the working ages group who is already working but want to develop their potential or want to change their career. They can come to study and develop new career skills, upskills, and reskill through short-term courses offered by the university, such as flower arranging, automotive, mechanics, electrician, etc. including opening opportunities for workers who have graduated with less than a bachelor degree, both vocational certificate or ปวช level, higher vocational certificate or ปวส program, มัธยม 6 or equivalent have the opportunity to continue their education to have higher qualifications and have skills that meet the needs of establishing, adapt, and work with innovation modern technology. The second group is vulnerable groups and people with disabilities. The university has collaborated with the network such as Association for the Promotion and Development of Quality of Life for Persons with Disability สมาคมส่งเสริมพัฒนาคุณภาพชีวิตคนพิการและผู้ด้อยโอกาส and the Office of Special Education Administration สำนักบริหารการศึกษาพิเศษand Office of Basic Education Commission สำนักงานคณะกรรมการการศึกษาขั้นพื้นฐาน This will provide opportunities for people with disabilities to enter higher education according to their potential. This is open to those with hearing disability, eye disabilities, or physical disability who are interested in continuing their studies in both short-term courses or degree level with free of charge from enrolling until bachelor degree along with receiving assistive technology, media, services, and other assistance in education according to education standards and quality assurance. Our system is able to allow everyone to learn for life. The university's expectation is not that everyone must have a college degree, but the university wants everyone to have a profession throughout study short courses, such as cooking, so they can use that knowledge to make a living to support themselves and their families.But if in the future those who want to continue their study, they can use the knowledge they have learned to transfer and adjust their equivalent as well, the president said. Dr. Nat Warapon Ratsiri Vacharabun also said that there were many activities at the event that reflecting potential, such as displaying research, innovation, and inventions. Opening of exhibition booth introducing courses from 9 faculties and 4 departments, displaying musical talent from students of the Faculty of Business Administration, forum to talk with senior and alumni. Famous senior invite you to sit and chat รุ่นพี่คนดังชวนนั่งคุย who will come and talk about their lives and the past and the opportunities they receive at the university, including ยุ่นภูสนุวงศาวณิชกร actor and model who once had been เดือนคณะ in 2013. น้อยปรเมศสายสุทธิ student from the Faculty of Home Economics Technology award winner from many national and international cooking competition champion โยภัทรวดีมิสุนา news anchor at NBT to HD channel and TikTok content creator would be the host for this event. Moreover, there would have student recruitment at the event applying for free, having an interview and know the result immediately. And the time is up for today. A Beautiful Life Please join us on every Monday here on englishonline.rmutp.ac.th. Your host has been อาจารย์เกษมพุทธเรืองศรี You are welcome to subscribe to our channel on englishonline.rmutp.ac.th. Thank you very much for joining our program today and see you again next Monday. สวัสดีครับ
Beautiful Life will be back again next Monday.